So, Lisa, it's lovely to see you as it always is, even though we've talked already today. But I want to introduce everybody else to you. Besides you, Lisa's my right-hand person. She's client-facing. She does all the client-facing coaching and expertise. But what you may not know about Lisa is her area of research is actually women's health. That's where her path has taken her, and specifically that time in life when hormones become really irregular. And most of us have gone through that at some point. So tell us why, Lisa, this is such an important topic.
Yeah, this is an important topic, given that the majority of the people that I work with and have worked with really all of my life being in health and beauty industry are women. I see so many women, and the conversation inevitably turns to the typical kind of midlife challenges that we meet, like fatigue and sleep disruption, weight around the middle, anxiety, brain fog, hot flashes. These are things that come up regularly in conversations that I have with women. And so it's a really important topic because there's so much that we can do to regulate that or to recognize these signs and have tools to manage them.
Yeah, really important. And I hear that too as I'm talking to people. Such an important topic. And because we're hearing so much about this and it's a real need, we decided to do a masterclass. It's going to be run by Lisa, and that's going to be on April the 1st at 7 o'clock. So tell us a little bit more what we can expect in this masterclass.
Yeah, so in the masterclass, we're going to talk about the hormonal changes that take place at certain times in life, and so to understand where you are on that spectrum, and then why does midlife feel so challenging? Why in the middle of life, or in that 40 to 50 year range, do things really start to feel more intense around all of these topics? We're also going to talk about the three hidden drivers of hormone imbalance, what really causes these hormones to go out of balance around that time in life. And then we'll talk about the Ayurvedic perspective of those things, and then offer some simple practices that might help you balance that or manage through that time in life.
That's great. I think, we can go to so many of these sort of masterclasses, workshops, and talks, and we sign up for all of them. And if you're like me, I don't go to half of them. But often because I don't get actionable advice that I can take outside. So what you're saying is you're going to give some actual sort of advice that we can implement definitely
Right.
the next day.
Exactly, because yeah, exactly. And what would be the point if I didn't give you some tools to take away, right? So yes, we'll give you some action steps that can really help to stabilize some of the symptoms that you might be feeling.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I'll also be on the call, but because of this conversation that Lisa and I are having, that we're having with a lot of other people externally, what we decided to do, we're very excited because this is the first time we've done that. We're going to put together a short course, a 4 week sort of guided reset to midlife hormones. Lisa's going to run it. We'll definitely give you information about that on the masterclass. So if this is an area that you feel, hey, I'm struggling here, definitely there's going to be some things for you to take home in the masterclass. But if you want to go further with it and work with us for 4 weeks, Lisa's going to be doing that guided reset. And from what she's been talking to me about what she's going to be doing, I can't wait. She's got some really good things in store. But, best to hear from you. What are some of the things that we're going to cover in that?
So we'll revisit, just like in the masterclass, we'll be revisiting the hormonal seasons of a woman's life, but we'll dive much deeper into that. And then we'll talk about blood sugar balance, which is a really big piece of the puzzle here of balancing the blood sugar and how that affects hormone. We'll also talk about nervous system regulation, which is a big topic.
Yeah.
And then in the fourth week, we'll talk about a hormone sort of reset, and rasayana, or rebuilding of tissue and ojas, or that feeling of wellness in the body. So that will be the breakdown of our 4 weeks together, getting much deeper into those topics.
That sounds wonderful. And we'll talk more about that, and I'll be sending out lots of information about that. But right now, join Lisa and I at the masterclass. It's April 1st, which is Wednesday, unless I've got confused, which does happen occasionally. At 7 o'clock in the evening, we will record it. So if you can't make it, I know there's all kinds of different time zones and countries that people come in from. We will record it and send it back out to you the next day so that you have it. So we want everybody to have access to this information. It's a free masterclass. Information should be free. We firmly believe in that. So, yeah, come join us. I'll be sending out information. You've probably already got stuff in your inbox. Look out for your inbox. Go to your spam mail. I'm often there too. I'm all over the place, but I'm often in spam. If you've not been getting anything when you're on our email list, catch us on Facebook, catch us in our Holistic Highway group. Email us directly, either Lisa and or me, and we'll give you all the scoop and all the details. But we will be there next Wednesday, and hopefully you will be too. So look forward to that.
See you there.